So, good morning, guys. Welcome to today's pre-market analysis. So, I hope my audio and everything is audible now. So let's quickly have a look at what exactly we opportunities we got in Nifty yesterday. So we discussed that as the previous day range was pretty bigger, we were not considering the pivot point and everything. With respect to that, we didn't calculate the support, all three supports and resistance, but we instead that we just stick on to one particular resistance and support in Bank Nifty, Sensex and Nifty as well. So if we see here that it was the previous all-time high and Nifty crossed its all-time high and marked a new high at 26,310. And it from that particular point after marking a new high, it again reversed back from this level. And from here, if we say that we were discussing to take an opportunity from this particular zone which we marked yesterday with respect to the liquidity zone. So this particular point we could have write up, but it is less only comparatively. From here we could have write a positive bullish trend side trade, scalp trade only a little bit of points. But after that, when this reversal happened, if you see here that the volume over this particular can, the bearish volume, the sentiments was little bit high, so you could have planned a reversal trade from this particular point, and you could have taken from this level and first target to this levels zone, and secondly you can go for the next liquidity zone which was marked over here. So these were the opportunities we got yesterday, only two. So we will quickly have a look at what exactly bring today. I hope my audio. Yeah, okay. 26,200 सी आप होल्ड कर रहा है. मैं वो डिस्कस कर लेता हूँ जैसे ही अच्छा 92 हो गया अभी. 250 आपका प्रीमियम मतलब आप कब खरीदा इसमें डिपेंड करेगा, बट स्टिल वी विल सी वेयर वी कैन होल्ड इट अप टू. अगर हम देखा गया तो मतलब इसी लेवल से अगर अगर दोबारा नीचे आ रहे हैं मतलब एफआईए के डाटा के हिसाब से, पर हम अब वो होल्ड करने में कोई लाइक व्हाट आई एम सेइंग इज दैट इट्स नॉट नेसेसरी टू होल्ड दैट if it is breaking net bearish, it is on FIA side. So if it is breaking this low, then definitely I won't suggest you to hold. So what I am exactly saying is if it is breaking yesterday's low today, then it is no point in holding this. It will be riskier than we think. So I suggest if you can hold it till it breaks yesterday's low, whatever low created by yesterday, you can hold it up to that, sir. So we will have a look at the levels with respect to Nifty, with respect to the pivot point and everything. So pivot point for Nifty exactly like say 26,222, you will mark at 220 only. And with respect to this, if we calculate the support, we will start with the support. Support 1 lies at 26,130 is where the first support comes, and S2 comes at 26,050. and S3 lies at 26,000, 25,000 actually, 25,950. So these are the three support with respect to our pivot line for the day. So yesterday we had a very shorter range also. So we are going forward again with the resistance support and with respect to the pivot line. All three support we are marking. So resistance one light at 26,300. Yesterday also 300 was our resistance. R1 to be precise. So we will focus on this level more. So yesterday also we got a rejection after it cross. It didn't sustain above the 300 level. So today R2 lies at 26,400. It is exactly 390. We will mark 390 only. And R3 is at 26,470. So these are the three levels with respect to Nifty. So we will change this now. Pivot line is at 220. So as you can see, it is slightly below our closing. Yesterday's closing, it is slightly below the level. So we will wait for this to sustain above this level. So we will mark this zone. We will zone this out again, like we used to do previously. Zone this out. So the bullish zone to be considered, we always consider it between the R2 and R3. So R2 is at 300. 26,300, 390. 390 is R2 and 470 is the R3. So these can be considered as the next bullish zone, and consolidation zone if we mark will be between support 1 and resistance 1. Resistance 1 is at 300 and support 1 is at 26,130. So this will be between below support one. So any movement below the support one, we can see, we can go for the bear flip trades in Nifty 50. So any movement below the support one, we can consider as a bear flip. Then only we can start off with the bear flip idea. But if it is below this particular pivot point, you can plan a bearish trade up to the support one. So, but if that bearish sentiments to be continued or considered that bearish sentiments in the market today, then definitely it have to come below our S1. Then we can go for a trade up to the support 2 and 3 respectively. 130, 26, 50. 25, 950 also will mark the third support. So these are the levels for Nifty 50 today. So we have got our pre-market also. It is trading. It is opening at 230, and one of our uh, Rathod G was holding 200, 26,200 CE. So we had a idea that where analysis as per analysis, if the market moves below this particular low which was created yesterday, then we were not going to hold that. But as of now, it is opening again positive. I hope his premium also get boosted, and so wait for this particular level. So you can consider this liquidity point as well. If it is opening here and it's coming back, and if it is not bouncing from here, then we can close the position. So as of now, if, as per the FIA data we saw, it is showing net bearish, but we have to wait for the first 5 to 15 minutes to validate that particular movement, bear flip movement. So with respect to Nifty, if you see, this is the levels for today. So again on 1 day time frame RSI, if you see, it is a 64, still not an overbought zone, and it is showing a mild bullish to bullish sentiments in the market. This is regarding Nifty 50, and we will move on to the Bank Nifty level. So Bank Nifty yesterday, it gave our R1, it moved above our R1, and it made a high at 59,866 if you see. So with respect to yesterday's movement, we will consider Bank Nifty's support, all three supports and resistance. I'll mark it down. So considering Bank Nifty, pivot point lies at 59,710. So 59,710 is where the Bank Nifty's pivot line comes. And with respect to that, if we calculate the support, so 59,550, 59,550 can be considered as S1, and support 2 at 59,360, and support 3 at 59,200. So we have a close range. If you see, we definitely have a close range with respect to the support also. And let's see the resistance part. So our R1 lies at 59,895. We will put it as 900 only. So R2 is at 60,050, and we are coming to the 60,000 levels in Bank Nifty, and we know that we are pretty close to that. R3 can be considered 60,230. So we are witnessing Bank Nifty at 60,000. So anyway, we will mark the levels. So pivot line lies at 59,500 710. So this is the pivot line, and we will mark the support one, resistance one. The resistance one we will mark it. Resistance one is 59,900 is the resistance. So the first, it is almost 200 points away. If you see, we will mark it as yellow. And the first support also we will mark, which is at 59,550. So this support part will mark it as the red. So as the opening is also above our pivot line, and if it is sustaining above this pivot line, and I definitely suggest you guys to go. You can definitely go for a bull side trade if it is sustaining above the pivot line. You can confirm that movement with the volume in the market. So I always consider volume to be a double assurity or a confirmation to my whatever trades direction I am taking it. So I confirm it with volume. So definitely you guys can also utilize it, and you guys can take a trade if it is bouncing back to this particular 710 level or pivot line level. Then definitely you can take that reversal trade from here to bounce back from here to the R1, and you can consider other levels if it is giving a good great movement. And if you see on the RSI part, it is slightly on the overbought zone itself. 72 it is, but wait for it, and you should consider this as well. So if it is properly giving a reversal and it is sustaining below this level, then definitely you can consider the bear flip in the market. But let's have to see that positioning after the first 5 or 10 15 minutes. Then definitely you can consider the direction and take up a trade on that. So this is with regarding the Bank Nifty. You can consider all these support and resistance for your trades for the day. And we will move on to the Sensex part. So Sensex also yesterday gave our target. So 86,000 was our resistance part. But if you see that the opening happened over here, and after it gave a proper month, just exactly mirroring the Nifty, and it is also same showing a doji candle after marking a new high at 86,000. And we will move on to the today's level with respect to Sensex. If you see the pivot point for Sensex lies at uh, 85,750 is where the pivot line lies for uh, Sensex. So if we see, we will mark the support 1 and 2. Support lies at 85,440 and support 2 lies at 85,160 170 it is also 167, so we'll put in this way. So support 3 lies at 86,000 860 will mark. So resistance part, if you say resistance lies at 86,030, and the other one is 80 R2 is at 86,330. So R3 lies at 86,600. 610 research. So these are the levels with respect to uh, Sensex for the day, and if you see on the RSI part also, it is exactly mirroring the Nifty. So whatever considerations we are doing on the Nifty part, then we can consider it from Sensex as well. But you have to be careful. But sometimes Sensex drags the premium. Other than Nifty, it drags the premium, and premium decays are also pretty high over there. So we will mark the pivot line of 85,750. The market opened now. This is the pivot line, and we'll mark the support. Support node, first resistance 86,030. We can consider 86,030 as a support. Resistance. We'll change the color to yellow, and the first support also we will mark, which is at 85,440. So these can be considered with respect to the Sensex. All three levels can be considered. So similar to other three indices which I told, any movement above this pivot line with a good volume, then definitely you can consider as bullish side trades, and you can confirm it with you. But volume in the market, you can purely take up on trade on the price action itself. You can understand the in the candle itself whether bull or pairs is controlling the market. So we will have a look at Nifty, what exactly is happening over there. So Nifty dropped below our pivot line. So yesterday's low can be one of our friend was holding 26,200. So if it is coming below that yesterday's low, we can consider a reversal from this point, and if it is not happening, definitely I won't suggest you to hold it. But this is just a start, as we saw here that it is FIAs are holding the net bearish only, so it might be the closing of this particular things and all. And we'll have a quick look at the cash market data. So yeah, the trend a little bit change in the trends. They really toned off nearly 2,000 crores from the cash market, and similarly DIA added 3,500. It's the same pattern. The previous pattern is continuing now. So like I said, you guys can plan a trade any moment above this particular pivot line with a good volume. Then definitely we can go for the bull side, and if it is breaking these high again, then we can consider this zones. So we didn't mark the resistance one over here, so we will mark that as well. Though this will be the third support, I think, 26,470, 2590, and the resistance part. Okay, this is fine. So the first resistance one we will mark it as yellow, and we will keep it 26,300. So you can plan trade. So it came back above our levels again, and the time frame I'll change to. So I usually consider 15 minute range to take an entry. So as per the 15-minute thing, if it is closing above this, and we can plan a trade from here when it breaks the this particular level. I'll change the color to purple so you guys can understand. So this can be a method for taking a particular entry in the market if it is breaking out with this 15-minute range and it is sustaining above. Either we can consider a pullback entry or directly you can plan a breakout entry over here, or you can plan a pullback entry like this over here. So when it comes back at this level, you can take an entry again, the pullback entry. So I go forward for pullback entry all the time. But today, the like if you see the market is at all-time high, it is all trending. So definitely breakout entry can be considered up to minimum up to this level. You can consider, or you can after this level, you can trail your SL to coast and hold the trade, whatever trade entries you have taken risk free. So. So Rathod I hope you are still holding the levels because it didn't came up to our particular low which was created yesterday. So it should be running good now. I hope hopefully. So that's all for today, guys. I'll wind up the session for today. Mm, I wish everyone a good trading day and properly manage your risk. You can consider the 15-minute range if you want, or else you can plan a trade when it comes to the this particular pivot line. If a pullback comes to this level, then you can plan a trade from here. But any moment below this, then you can consider from here to first R1. Anyway, this low is gonna be touched if it is trading below this level. If it's sustaining below this, and definitely you can plan a trade up to here. And if it is going below this level, then we can consider that bear flip day today. So you can go for the bearish trade by trading your SL or taking a new position as well. So as far as now it is trading above this level, then let's wait for that. And I wish everyone a good day. And thank you so much. Thank you.